Sooner Scoop HD.
Josh McCuistion of SoonerScoop.com here with 2024 Rivals 100 quarterback DJ Lagway. Could you describe that game as going much better than it did, man? That was about as perfect as it could be, right?
Yeah, so I feel like we got some things we can clean up, offensively. But I feel like we did our thing, But I feel like we got a lot more to prove and a lot more to do.
Spoken like a true quarterback, man. Got to remind everybody it's week one. But, for you, did a little bit of everything, man. Had the big touchdown on the ground, which is the only one I didn't get on video. That of course, is while I was looking at something else. But, for you, as you're out there, you're kind of going through it, and you're working through your reads and doing it, is there anything, I don't know, that you're really focusing on early here in the season, something you want to kind of nail down and make sure you're doing in the right way?
Really, this game, we're just working on just executing our plays 100%, We kind of knew we came out here, if we did our jobs, it would be a blowout. So I feel like we just try to come out here and do our jobs, and that was the main thing we focused on.
Okay. Now, obviously, we'll turn to recruiting here a little bit. We'll keep it fairly short, though, for you. Big summer for you, made a lot of trips. I know there was a lot of talk that, the Florida visit went really well, and I know you've, been to A&M a few times. What, you don't have to talk about all of them, but, just kind of summarizing, what were the things that kind of, I don't know, stood out, caught your attention, however you want to say it, about this summer?
Like every school I've been to has been different, It's all special in all their different ways, Just enjoying the process, Just can't wait to September 1st. It's coming up next week to see who's really interested in me and just see who really wants me and wants to develop me as a quarterback and as a person.
Well, after what I saw tonight, I don't think you're going to have a problem with your phone ringing, man. There'll be plenty of people interested. But, with that, what are you starting to learn as you go on all these visits? You've been to a lot of places now. You've seen a lot of the top programs. Is there anything that, wisdom, I guess, that you're starting to pick up on these trips, things you kind of know going in?
Like who's really real and who's really not, who's showing genuine love, who truly wants to talk to you, truly wants to come up and shake your hand. Like you could tell that after going to all these visits and seeing that, you could tell who's real and who's fake.
Okay. Now, obviously we talked a little bit since that trip you took to OU and early, went up there, just hung out with the camp, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Where is it at with OU? I don't know if it's right or wrong. It feels like that's dynamics changed a little bit. Like where are things kind of at with you and OU?
Me and OU, we talk a lot.
Okay.
Me and Coach Levy talk a lot. I'm very interested in OU, so I'm excited to see what they do this year. So yes, sir.
That's something I think a lot of guys bring up. Just OU so unknown right now because so much has changed. Is that big to you, just to kind of see, they're going to be fine. It's all going to keep rolling?
Yeah, so that's what a lot of schools, all these coaching changes, just really want to see how they do in this in the SEC or Big 12, whatever they're in. Just see how I could fit in that offense and how I would excel and develop.
I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah, with LSU, Florida, OU. You're involved with a lot of schools that are going through a lot of change. So now I guess it's kind of a final question. Like I said, I don't want to keep you too long. Do you have any plans this fall? Anything you're going to go do, games you're going to try to see?
I'm going to go to a couple games. I'm not sure which games yet.
Okay.
Just really focused on the season right now. Of course. Just trying to get my guys looked at, getting the guys, just trying to win. That's the big thing for us, winning.
Is it just about work? Like if we have an off week, we'll try to go somewhere, that kind of stuff?
Yes, sir, basically.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'll do most of my recruiting probably after the season.
Okay.
Getting ready to commit, doing that stuff, OVs, narrowing it down.
Okay. Now, this time next year, you're wanting to be done?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have a timeline?
Like around April.
Okay.
Yes, sir. April.
Spring, after you can get a few visits in?
Yes, I want to get some OVs in.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, again, this has been Josh McCuistion of SoonerScoop.com here with Willis, Texas' DJ Lagway after a 73-14 win tonight.
Sooner Scoop HD.